Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Want to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video. And guess what? We'll talk. Well, hey family, I got a couple of pendants I need to finish up. So I figured they're already painted. So simple, easy. These are the slices, the wood slices. So that's these right here. And all I did was went ahead and painted them with some non-toxic acrylic paint. And then this is what they look like. And these are going to be pendants. So what I want to do with them is I want to add some aluminum wire. Using the aluminum wire that I got left, I want to put, for this one, the red one, because I only have a small piece of red aluminum, I'm going to make a round, not round, but a little piece that I'll put here and just lay on top of it. So I'm going to just go ahead and fold the wire, and hopefully I can get this to go around the entire wood piece. And then as I'm squeezing it like this, I'm going to just kind of round it. And I think I might have to make it a little bit shorter. Might have to do them a little bit shorter. Like this. So it'll fit around, and then it'll probably be maybe even too long. So I'm gonna straighten that out, bend this part a little bit, bend that back, and then bend that. And I just want to make it in a circle like this. And the circle part like this, we are going to lay on top of this. But we can see we got maybe more wire than we actually need, or we could just make it smaller. And I do like the way that looks on there, but we could make it fit. So now what we want to do, we're going to take our ends and go ahead and close it like that. And then I'm going to take the other end right here, put that through, and then we'll go ahead and close it around like that. So this is what we end up with. Go ahead and close this down, make sure it's smashed good together. And this is what we end up with. So we can take this and basically squeeze that wire until we make it fit on here like that. So that's going to fit, that meaning the wire is going to fit on here like that. And then what we can do, we're going to take a piece of wire. Let's use some of the silver wire. Take a nice piece. And we got that laid on top right here. And my hole is right here. See if we can get this through because I painted over it. So now we are just going to fold this wire up, the aluminum wire. So it ends up looking like this. And then I'm just going to take the ends of the wire, fold them down like that, and just start wrapping the wire around. And I like the silver because it adds a nice little color, little extra color to it. It almost looks like a Christmas type pendant, which is okay because we can always use it around Christmas time. We can keep it. I'll just go ahead and fold this in. Take this other side, wrap it, close it down in there. Make sure we don't feel or see anything. So then we got this on top. So what we can do is, because we have we have spaces in between, it's nothing to take little beads and maybe just kind of glue them around, but I'm not going to do that because I like it to just be like this. You can always go around and kind of bend the wire a little bit so it'll be flatter. Just squeeze it around. And then this is what the pendant looks like. So if we wanted to make, let me see, I'm not making a necklace, but if we wanted to make a necklace, let's see. Do I got a piece of wire up here? We'll use this piece of wire. So I'm not making a necklace, but let's say if we wanted to make a necklace, just to give you an idea of what the pendant would look like. So that's your little pendant, right? Giving a whole lot. Let's see what we got. There's a bunch of beads and stuff up here. Just gotta kind of go through and see what we want to work with. So if we were making a necklace, which we are not, I'm gonna just show you what you can come out looking like. You can make something, that is just amazingly beautiful with the bigger beads, with the let's see something. Let's say if we were going to use some of these glass beads that we got. And you can see how those beads even go well. And let me see something else. You could even take so we making a necklace, but we're not making a necklace. I'm not keeping this. I'm just showing you how necklaces can actually look, with this pendant. And then we're going to use a couple of these other bigger bone beads. And that this will give you an idea about, what a necklace can look like using the pendant. So the pendant might look a little, oh, that looked kind of Christmassy. That looked kind of, I don't know, not elegant enough or something, right? But it does once you start putting it together and matching it with different beads, then you get something that's really special. So I'm going to put a couple more beads on here. And this is just giving you an idea about what a necklace can look like using this type of pendant. So, I'm not keeping this. Just wrap that wire around right here. And then you can see, you can use nice big beads with it. You can use some small beads with it. You can put it on a piece of leather. And this gives you an idea about what the necklace can look like, right? And see, that aluminum hangs really good, just flat right on top of that pendant. And it adds a little extra. So what happened is I used red because I only had a small piece of red, right? But the red kind of fades into the red. So this color would probably be better if it was like a pretty blue, maybe even silver or something, where the silver would match here. But it still looks good. I mean, it gives you that extra little something to it. So this is one way. This is one pendant I'm going to be using, not with these beads though, just to give you an idea. So I'm going to take this apart. We're going to take all our beads off because this is not something we are going to keep. And I will be using these other beads for something else. I'm going to take the beads off of here. So this gives me one pendant that I can eventually work with. And then we got this brown pendant right here that I'm going to use some orange. I'm going to use some orange wire and then kind of wrap it all around it. So we are going to cut off a piece of wire, a nice long piece of wire, maybe about right there. Go ahead and wrap this up. I can't wait for that other wire to be delivered. I'm like, ooh, I'm just, you know how you just be happy and can't wait for something to get delivered? I can't wait. So I'm going to take the end, which is cut really good, and I'm going to go ahead and just put a nice little rounded loop at the end of it. Make sure it's closed good. And this one I'm going to wrap around the bead. So I'm going to start from the back. I'm going to take that part right there, put it flat on the back, and then we're just going to bring the wire around, holding it, and then go ahead and wrap it, bring it back around the back, bring it back around the front, and then smashing it down the whole time you're doing it. Wrapping it around there, bringing it back around the back, bringing it back around the front, bringing it back around the back, back around the front, down the back. And see, we don't even have enough. We're going to have to make it be enough to fit. So that only means we got to stretch the wire some. Pulling it up. That's one thing about wire. Wire is very friendly. And then what we're going to do is bring it up, maybe about right here. So it'll have to stay like this, and then I'll have to close it around the back right here because it's not enough for me to bring it back around here like that and then bring it back up to lock it on the back of here. Not unless, let me see something. Not unless I stretch it a little bit more. I don't think that's going to work either, but we're going to try something. Okay, and then, yeah. So we just going to have to close it off, and then I'm going to wrap this around here. So all we're going to do is we're going to cut this off, that little extra, and we want to take it and just wrap it around. I cut it too short. We'll go ahead and just turn it. Lock that in. Lock it right on in. Turn that. We're going to take the end of it and put it right inside. Right inside the hoop. Go ahead and pull it. And just wrap it. Go ahead and close it down. And then with this, we just need to tighten it like that. So we're going to smash that, put that down. Now we got this on the front. So this part I didn't close good on the back. So that means I'm going to have to, and see, it happens. So what I should have did was once I closed it, I cut the end too long because I had to wrap it, and that's okay. I'll take it apart and redo it. And it's good for you guys to see it that it does happen. So I should have cut it just short enough to go inside of the hole and then fold it over that part of the wire and be able to just tuck it, and it would have been nice and neat. But you can see because I cut too much, which is right here, it don't look good. And that's okay. I'm going to just finish it to show you, you know, how to finish it off. So we're just going to start in the front. The way that this is right here, I like to take the end and just twist it like that. And all I'm doing to get that curve in right there is taking my pliers, taking the end of that wire and turning it like that. And then it closes around it like that. So I'm going to also do the back. And then on top of that, it tightens the wire around the wood piece. Oops, let's do it the other way. So we need to tighten it around the back. And just tighten it. This one just didn't act right. And that's okay. It happens, you know, sometimes. Sometimes you might have to take something apart and redo it. And in this case, this is secure, but I don't like the finish right here. So I'm going to end up taking this one apart and then redoing it. However, I am going to still use orange wire because I like the way the orange looks match with this brown. So this is going to be a pendant. And then I have some glass. I either have glass, or I can either take a piece of glass once I fix it, rewire it, and then I can maybe even put one of the Buddha heads like right in the middle. I can use maybe a butterfly. You know, I can glue something right on the top of it to really, you know, really make it look good. So I can find something to just kind of glue right there in the middle and really turn it into a beautiful pendant. You see? So it matters what I find, you know, to glue on here. And I'll use some E6000, you know, to do that. Shoot, this might even be cool right here. Just one of the coconut chips. So it'll be something. I don't know what it's going to be, but it's going to be something. But anyway, so we got 2 pendants. So we got this pendant that we did, and all we did was made us an aluminum, you know, like piece to lay on the top. And then we got this pendant. Look how pretty they look, right? With the aluminum. So also, I like it with more of the, I like them to look more like this with the aluminum going around it. So with this one, you can see, you know, they're really different, very unique pendants. So with this one, you can see we just didn't have enough wire, and that's okay. I got some more wire coming, and I'll go ahead and take it apart. And I'm kind of glad it didn't work out. And then that way you guys get an idea to see when something goes wrong. And sometimes it goes wrong. I mean, that's just the reality of it. Even with this, there are times when you can, you know, you can actually fix it. And I might even be able to fix it. However, yeah, that's an easy fix, but I still want it to have, yeah, that works out. But I still want it to be more around here. So at least one right here, one here, and then something across the top. So even though that's flatter now in the back and you don't feel anything, right? I still don't like the way the back looks, and I don't like the way the front looks. And I like stuff to look very neat. Like the back is neat, the front is neat. So and then the way that I closed this one off is up here. You can't even tell the way that was closed off because it was wrapped, the wire was wrapped around so good. And I need that look on this one as well. And it only happened because I didn't have enough wire to take it all the way across and then bring it and lock it down like I normally do. And that's okay, but this is these 2 pendants using those wood slices.